Hey there, seekers. Welcome back to the channel, where we don't just talk about change, we ignite it. Have you ever had that feeling? That nagging sense that something's off? You're putting in the work, the hustle, the late nights, but the financial breakthrough you crave feels just out of reach, like an elusive dream just beyond the horizon. It's like you're trying to bake a beautiful cake, but some of your ingredients are secretly sabotaging the process. Well, today, we're not going to dive into some complex financial formula or some fleeting trend. We're going deeper into the heart of ancient Buddhist wisdom. We'll uncover how something as ordinary as what you carry around with you every day, your bag, your trusty companion, can be a powerful reflection of and influence on your financial destiny. It might sound unconventional, even a little strange, but I promise you, this is about so much more than just superstition. This is about understanding the subtle energies that surround us, about intention, and about creating the right space both internally and externally to attract true abundance into your life. This is a journey, not a quick fix. We're talking about small shifts that can create a seismic change in your reality. I know it can feel like you're lost in a maze sometimes, each step taking you further from your financial goals. But I'm here to tell you that you hold the map within you, and the key to unlock the right path might be just beneath your fingertips, or rather, within the confines of your bag. If you are new here, be sure to smash that subscribe button and click the notification bell, so you don't miss any of these powerful teachings and transformational insights. Also, let's set our intentions right now. Let's ground ourselves in a positive mindset and declare our commitment to inviting more prosperity into our lives. I want you to drop a comment below right now with this affirmation: I am ready to welcome abundance into my life. I create the space for prosperity. This simple act, this conscious choice to engage with the energy of possibility, is the first step on our journey. Ready to begin? Let's do this. We all know the feeling, don't we? That sense of spinning your wheels, putting in the hours, yet feeling like you're constantly struggling against an invisible tide. But I've come to understand that our external environment is often a direct mirror of our internal landscape. The way we organize our space, the way we treat our possessions, the way we manage our energy, these are all clues, reflections of our relationship with abundance. And your bag, that daily extension of you, is a potent microcosm of this energy. It's more than just a carrier of things. It's a vessel of intention, and right now, we're going to dive deep into its contents. We're going to explore 8 common items that, from a Buddhist lens, could be subtly but powerfully blocking your financial flow. First on our list are sharp objects: scissors, needles, blades, even that rogue safety pin that's been rolling around for weeks. Okay, I hear you. These have practical uses. But remember, we're stepping beyond the realm of practicality and into the spiritual space. In many Buddhist traditions, sharp objects are symbolic of cutting ties, severing connections, and creating energetic blockages. Think of it this way: a loose needle jabbing around haphazardly inside your bag isn't just a physical hazard, it's an energetic one. It's like a tiny unseen force, constantly disrupting the flow of positive energy, metaphorically poking holes in your opportunities. And that's not the kind of energy we want to attract. In Buddhist practices, mindfulness is paramount. Every action, no matter how small, is imbued with significance. And this level of mindfulness should be reflected in your belongings too. Your bag should be a symbol of attentiveness, a sacred space where intention is honored. A chaotic bag, scattered with sharp edges, reflects a fragmented focus and can therefore disrupt your ability to attract abundance. It's like trying to cultivate a flourishing garden on a patch of land riddled with thorny bushes. It won't work. You must create the right environment first. So the solution? If, like most of us, You need to carry sharp objects. You need to treat them with respect. Invest in a dedicated pouch or a secure case. Contain them. Give them their own space. This simple act is an act of respect for the energy you carry with you every day, and it transforms your bag from a potential obstacle into a channel of abundance. Next up, and I know many of us can relate to this, let's talk about unpaid bills, overdue notices, or even reminders of financial obligations. Now, it might feel like a practical choice to keep these close as a reminder. Oh, I can't forget. I'll pay it when I get a chance. But from a Buddhist perspective, carrying these bills in your bag is like carrying energetic anchors, constantly pulling you back down to financial struggle. Think of it like this. Those reminders of financial obligations are not just numbers on a paper. They are physical representations of debts, of lack, of burdens. And the Buddhist philosophy teaches us that the energy we surround ourselves with, the energy we carry, directly affects our mindset, our actions, and the energy we attract. By constantly surrounding yourself with those reminders, you're inadvertently creating a subconscious sense of stress and lack. It's like trying to run a marathon with weights tied to your ankles. It's much harder to move forward, to focus on growth, to attract abundance, when you're being pulled back by the weight of unresolved issues. In Buddhist philosophy, unpaid bills are seen as a form of unfinished business. You see, the past is not something that should be carried forward into your future. It's important to release, to resolve, to make room for new beginnings. And by carrying those unpaid bills, you are not resolving them. You are simply carrying the burden, blocking the space needed for fresh ideas, for new opportunities, and most of all, financial breakthroughs to manifest. So, what can you do? Create a dedicated space at home for your financial paperwork. Keep your bills organized in a folder or drawer and approach them mindfully when you have the time to address them with attention and intention. Compartmentalization is key. It allows you to separate financial obligations from your daily activities, allowing you to carry a lighter, more positive energy. By removing those reminders, you are making a conscious choice to focus on solutions, not problems. And most importantly, you're creating space for wealth to flow freely, unhindered by the weight of the past. I can remember a time when I first understood this principle. I was working as a freelancer, and it seemed I had bills coming in from every direction. My bag was a chaotic mess, old bills crumpled next to important documents, receipts I never needed. I was overwhelmed. It felt like the universe was conspiring against me. Then, a mentor who understood energy work introduced me to the Buddhist concept of energetic order and taught me about creating space for abundance. Instead of letting my bills spill over into my bag and my life, I created a system and a designated space for them. I bought a beautiful folder and consciously placed the bills inside, instead of just throwing them inside my bag. It was such a simple change, but the sense of relief was palpable. It felt like a weight had been lifted, and I started focusing on how to move forward rather than simply reacting to past challenges. My income also started to grow steadily. It felt like the universe was starting to cooperate. It all began with that decision to intentionally clear the energy and create space. Think of your bag as a sacred symbol of what you're actively inviting into your life, not a place for the baggage of past failures. Don't you want to carry the promise of prosperity instead? Okay, this might raise some eyebrows, but bear with me. Let's talk about those convenient snacks and leftovers that you often find floating around in your bag. I know how easy it is to just grab a granola bar and throw it inside for those busy days. But from a spiritual perspective, that food in your bag, while convenient, could represent distraction and a lack of focus. I mean, think about it. Food is perishable and often messy. It can introduce chaos into what should be an intentional space. Buddhist teachings emphasize mindfulness and clarity in every aspect of our lives, including the items we carry with us. Food is a symbol of consumption. By filling our bags with things for immediate gratification, we are shifting our mindset toward taking rather than creating or receiving. When your bag is filled with items meant for consumption, it reflects an attitude that is more focused on instant gratification and not on long-term abundance. That focus on the immediate can block the flow of prosperity by diverting your energy from larger financial goals. Instead of using your bag as a mobile snack cupboard, consider preparing your meals or snacks ahead of time and storing them in designated containers that are separate from your personal belongings. There's also the issue of cleanliness. Food, especially when improperly stored, can leave crumbs, spills, or unpleasant odors, disrupting the harmony of your space and creating negative energy. I remember a period of my life when I felt so rushed that I'd eat just about anything, anytime. My bag was an archive of half-eaten granola bars, forgotten sandwiches, and random wrappers. It was a mess, just like my mind at the time. I was so focused on getting through the day that I didn't give much thought to the items I was carrying with me. A mentor pointed out that the disorganization in my bag was a reflection of the disorganization in my life, and how this was also subtly impacting my capacity to attract wealth and abundance. I started being more intentional about preparing my meals and snacks and ensuring that my bag was a clean, intentional space. That's when I noticed my focus improving and my energy shifting. Your bag should be a sacred place that holds items that align with your intentions and goals. By removing food and snacks, you are creating a space of focus and order, which supports your financial aspirations. This practice is not simply about avoiding clutter. It's about consciously setting the intention for prosperity and ensuring that every item in your bag is in harmony with that goal. When you treat your bag as a symbol of abundance and organization, you reinforce the mindset that wealth is not only welcome, but also well managed in your life. Okay, let's talk about the mystery of all the keys that linger in our bags. I'm talking about the keys that you don't even know what they open anymore. We often get keys, forget what they're for, and they just kind of hang around for years. Keys are often symbolic of access and opportunity, but carrying unnecessary or unused keys can represent opportunities that have either passed or are simply inaccessible. They become stagnant energy, cluttering your space. Every object you carry carries energetic significance, according to Buddhist philosophy. Each key symbolizes the potential to open a door to a new world of possibilities. When you are weighed down by excess keys, especially those that you no longer use, you are reminded of what has either passed or of opportunities that are unavailable. This creates an energetic blockage and may even reflect a mindset of holding on to the past rather than moving toward new and better opportunities, including financial ones. Too many keys also create physical and energetic clutter, which leads to a cluttered mind, making it harder to focus on what really matters. If your bag is filled with keys that don't serve any purpose, you are blocking your ability to recognize and unlock the opportunities that are actually meant for you. It's important to let go of the past to make room for the present. It's also important to have only the necessary items in your bag to make space for new and better opportunities. By removing unnecessary keys, you're symbolically removing energetic blockages in your life. You're making space for more focused energy and a clearer path toward your financial goals. Loose change scattered at the bottom of your bag. This may seem like a minor issue, but in the realm of Buddhist teachings and energy management, even small things can carry a powerful meaning. Loose change is often associated with a lack of financial organization, which in turn creates a lack of financial focus. How we treat money reflects our attitude toward abundance, according to Buddhist wisdom. When you let change jingle around aimlessly at the bottom of your bag, You send the signal that you don't value your resources or handle them with care. This is why financial abundance may not be entering your life. Money is energy. When it's not treated with respect, when it's just left to tumble and scatter, it signals that you are not in control of your finances. This is not about obsession over money. It's about being mindful and intentional about how you manage your resources. When you organize your change, you send a message that you're ready to welcome prosperity into your life. The simple act of organizing loose change and mindfully placing them into a coin purse or a separate pocket demonstrates respect for your finances. It helps to clear the way for more financial growth to manifest. Now, let's delve into the drawer of forgotten times, expired identification cards, outdated membership cards, old driver's licenses. What do these say about our current mindset? In Buddhism, the past can often hold us back. These old IDs represent versions of ourselves that are no longer current, that no longer serve us. Carrying them energetically tethers you to who you were, instead of allowing you to move freely to who you are becoming. This subtle attachment to the past can create stagnation, keeping you stuck in the old patterns, which can impact your finances as well. Outdated identification cards can also symbolize an identity that you are no longer aligned with. Buddhism tells us that identity is fluid and shedding the old self is part of enlightenment. Holding on to outdated IDs reinforces old beliefs that don't support your current goals, especially related to wealth and abundance. The act of removing them is a small but powerful step toward aligning yourself with the flow of abundance. It represents letting go of outdated beliefs, past patterns, and financial behaviors that are hindering you. This action aligns with the Buddhist teaching of non-attachment, where you are encouraged to release what no longer serves your highest good. We've talked about the things that may have a subconscious negative impact, but now let's address something more intentional. What if I told you that there may be items in your bag that are carrying negative energy? I'm talking about broken items, gifts that carry bad memories, or anything that makes you feel uneasy. All of these items can hold onto emotional residue, impacting your overall energy. Buddhism teaches us that the things we surround ourselves with carry energy, which can either uplift or weigh us down. When an object carries negative energy, an item from a person you have a conflict with, or something that reminds you of a difficult time, it prevents positive energy from flowing freely into your life. It can even hinder your financial prosperity. These objects create psychic clutter, which distracts you from the ability to maintain and attract wealth. The act of carrying this emotional baggage is energetically heavy, making it harder to attract abundant energy. Financial prosperity requires clarity of mind and openness to new opportunities. By removing these negative items, you are embracing the practice of living in the present and making room for new and uplifting energy. Finally, let's talk about the broken items that often find themselves lost in our bags. A torn wallet, a cracked phone, a broken zipper. These are things that we may just tend to overlook or put aside to fix at a later time. However, according to Buddhist philosophy, the objects we surround ourselves with are reflections of our inner state. A broken or damaged item represents something that is no longer whole or complete, signaling an energetic imbalance in your life. When you carry damaged items, you're unknowingly sending the message that you are not open to receiving what is whole and abundant. From a practical perspective, broken items cause unnecessary distraction. Wallets that don't zip properly, a phone with a cracked screen, these create a sense of discomfort. This distraction takes away from your energy and focus, which is essential for manifesting abundance. Buddhist teachings emphasize the importance of mindfulness in all areas of life. By carrying broken items, you may unknowingly foster a mindset of lack. Your bag, which should be a vessel of intention, becomes a place filled with reminders of things that are incomplete. Spiritually, carrying broken items can also symbolize an attachment to the past. We often hold on to things that are no longer useful due to sentimental value, but this attachment to what is broken can keep you in cycles of limitation. I used to be a bit of a hoarder of broken things. I'd keep broken chargers, old phones, cracked cases, thinking that I'd eventually fix them. My bag was a museum of broken items. I was so used to these items that I hardly noticed them anymore. Then, when I started learning about Buddhist principles, I realized how all of these broken things were not only distracting, but were also reflecting my mindset. I was feeling broken, and so everything around me reflected that. I started fixing what I could, and throwing away what I couldn't fix. As I removed these broken items from my life, a new sense of clarity arose. I felt like I was starting to align myself with a more complete and whole version of myself, and this also reflected in my finances. By removing broken items from your bag, you are actively making the choice to embrace wholeness. You signal to the universe that you are ready to receive what is complete. It's about letting go of what is not serving you anymore and welcoming the flow of positive energy. Clear out the broken so you can make space for the beautiful. So, there you have it. 8 seemingly small things, but potent energy blockers, hiding in plain sight within the ordinary space of your bag. Remember, this isn't about perfection, it's about progress. It's about intentionality, it's about mindfulness, and it's about bringing your internal and external worlds into harmony. The Buddhist path is not about some rigid set of rules. It's about becoming aware and making conscious choices. Start small. Take a fresh look at your bag and ask yourself, what energy am I carrying? Does it reflect the prosperity that I seek? Then make the necessary changes. Clean, organize, release, and most importantly, embrace. Watch how these small shifts begin to have a profound ripple effect on other areas of your life. It may seem simple, but in reality, it's very powerful. Now, I want to hear from you. Have you noticed any unexpected items in your own bag? How has clearing your space impacted your energy and your outlook? Share your thoughts, your insights, and your experiences in the comments below. Let's start a conversation and embark on this journey of mindful living together. And if you found this video to be valuable, be sure to subscribe and share it with others. May you all be filled with an abundance of peace, joy, and prosperity. Thank you for joining me, and I'll see you all in the next video.